Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Windsor Racecourse. Here on Monday, it is the 17th of April, 2023. I'm going to look at the fourth race, 345 in Windsor, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the 345, the fourth race from Windsor, which is the At the Races at Market Movers Handicap. It's Class 4 handicap going for a $12,000 purse, race for 4-year-olds and upwards, horses rate 66 to 85. 11 horses are dashing 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the turf course. The turf course is going to have some, heavy in the going, so just keep that in mind. And when it's heavy here at Windsor, they have a tendency of canceling the card, so hopefully that doesn't happen. My top selection, I'm going to go with the one horse Crimson Sand. I'm going to go 159 in your tricast trifecta. 159 tricast trifecta. Top selection, one horse Crimson Sand. 5-year-old gelding by Footsteps in the Sand. 7-year-old trains. Derek Keenan gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 16th of March at Chelmsford. 5 furlongs in a Class 4 handicap. Stepping down in class was a good confidence builder. He finished second by 1.5 lengths. He had a good inside poster. He had some speed. The winner had the jump on him late, but this horse, he ran his heart out there. Refreshing here to Windsor today. Back to turf. Not running bad at all. With the class relief, I think he can get the job done. 2 back in Linkfield, 3rd of March. 6 furlongs in a Class 3 handicap. He finished 9th by 4 3/4 lengths that day. Had a very wide bow draw. Had to be used to get good speed, and then he just kind of hit the wall. It wasn't a recipe for success that afternoon. And then prior to that, he ran at Chelmsford 3rd of July, 6 furlongs in a Class 2 handicap. Finished second by a head that day. He was with them early on. He had a great turn of foot. He just missed late, but there was nothing bad about that run. And then the 18th of June at Newmarket on the July course, 6 furlongs in a Class 4 handicap. He finished 4th by a length that day. He needed something more, but again, nothing bad in defeat that day. He hasn't won in quite a few seasons, but he's due for a victory. If you just look at the races last spring, with it being on the poly track at Chelmsford, those weren't bad races at all. He goes up a lot with the stand side poster here today. He has some speed. At 4-1, I'm going to use him. The 5-horse Little Guff for Dylan Hogan, I think it's your second likeliest winner. Off the bench most recently, 17 days ago on the 1st of April at Kempton, 6 furlongs in a Class 3 Phillies handicap. She finished 3rd by a half length, and she just kind of hit the wall there late. It just wasn't 100% fresh off the bench, but she ran her heart out there. Prior to that, Chelmsford on the 16th of August, 6 furlongs in a Class 4. She finished 6th by 9 lengths and completely crumbled that day. After a tough campaign, at the end of in 2022, she just throw that race out. She was also facing very tough horses last year. She ran a Heritage Handicap July Cup weekend at Newmarket, where she ran horribly. Ran at Newbury at a very tough Class 4 and a very tough Class 2 at Ascot during the Royal meeting. But coming here with some serious class relief, back to a Class 4. Segment off the bench at 5-1. It wouldn't surprise me. I'll definitely use her in the place or quad pot. Quad pot most likely played. But to recap my selection for the fourth, the 345 from Windsor, I'm going to take the one horse Crimson Sand. Give kudos to the 5-horse Little Guff. 159 Tricast Trifecta. 1-5 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.